Responsibilities. Gordon, the big engine, pulls the express service between Nafford and Vicarstown on the island of Sodor. He's been doing well since Sir Topham Hatt's father, Sir Charles, had purchased an engine to take the express to London. However, there were no tank engines left at Nafford since Thomas, Percy, and Duck left to run their branch lines. The big engines thought they were too important to fetch their trains. They wanted to go on strike again, but they remembered the time Sir Topham had left in the Tidmouth Sheds as punishment when Percy was purchased from the workshop. Instead, they wanted a new tank engine to do some shunting. One late afternoon, Sir Topham had brought a new tank engine from the mainland to do shunting. He was painted lime green. He had 6 wheels and 4 small wheels under the coal bunker, and his name was Nicholas, or Nico for short, and he was spending the night at Tidmouth Sheds.
"It's good to see my little cousin here," said Gordon grandly, "and very nice to have you with us for a change."
"I think so," replied Nico.
"Ah, that's all right," mumbled Gordon. "No late trains or angry passengers. An efficient railway is a great responsibility. As I, of course, know only too well what Sir Topham Hatt would do about me to keep things running smoothly, I simply can't imagine."
The next day, Duck wasn't feeling well. He couldn't get steam up.
"Since Nico was new here, he shall have to take you to the works," said Sir Topham Hatt, "and then Oliver will do your work until you get back."
Nico arrived, and after coupling up to Duck, he set off for the works.
"Oh, thank you, Nico,"
said Duck weakly. When Nico returned, he had to get Gordon's express ready.
"Great work, Nico," said Gordon.
"Responsibilities, big cousin," Nico said. Later, Gordon had steam up before Nico. Due to all the shunting he had to do, Nico had to go to the water tower because he had enough steam to carry on.
"Never mind, Cousin Nico," said Gordon. "I'll get you to the water tower."
"Thank you, Cousin Gordon," said Nico as he reached the water tower. "That was very kind."
"Not at all," replied Gordon proudly. "It helps the smooth running of the railway. Responsibilities."
Nico had a long drink, and soon enough, his steam had risen nicely. "Good," said Nico. "Now to fetch the next train." After Nico had left, Gordon was ready to take on water. But when he tried to move, he found that he couldn't. "Come on, Gordon," said his driver.
"I can't," moaned Gordon. "I'm stuck."
Meanwhile, Nico had brought Gordon's coaches to the platform when Sir Topham had arrived.
"Gordon can't move," he said. "Nico, I want you to see what's wrong."
"All right, sir," said Nico. "I'll see what I can do." So Nico puffed towards the water tower. And when he got there stood Gordon, stalling and very cross. "What happened, cousin?" asked Nico.
"I can't move, cousin," groaned Gordon.
"Jam valves," said Gordon's driver. "Never mind," said Nico. "I'll get you back into the sheds." And while the fireman went to find the inspector, Nico pushed Gordon back into the sheds. It was hard work, but at last, exhausted but triumphant, Gordon was back in the sheds. Responsibilities, said Nico. Helping friends and family is being responsible. So Nico puffed away to fetch the freight cars to take stone to the quarry, while Percy was busy carrying the mail. He told Toby all about it. Helping friends is a big responsibility, explained Nico. Soon, Nico had cobbled up to his freight cars, and when he reached the junction, he saw Thomas and Lady. Nico told Thomas and Lady all about Gordon. Poor Gordon, chuckled Thomas. But then, that's what it is to have responsibilities, added Lady. Soon, Nico decided he had to go. Well, we'll wait until Thomas leaves, and then we'll reach the harbor, said Nico. Nico soon arrived at the harbor just in time. Well done, Nico, said the harbor master. Thank you, sir, said Nico. Responsibilities, as Gordon says. When Nico returned to Tidmouth Sheds that evening, there stood Gordon.
Thanks for helping me, Nico, said Gordon. That was very responsible of you.
Any time, said Nico. Responsibilities, Gordon. Running a railway is responsible enough, but helping friends and family is the most responsible of all. Later that week, everyone was decorating the party all morning. All the other engines were very excited. When the party was ready, everyone was waiting.
All the engines are here?
Gordon cried in surprise. Ready, replied the engines excitedly. I am the most famous engine in the world, replied Nico as he steamed in. Sir Topham Hatt stood to attention.
Ladies, gentlemen, children and engines, he announced.
I am honored to inform you all that I have asked Nico to pay a visit to my humble railway. The engines whistled in excitement.
Silence, called Sir Topham Hatt. As I was saying, I just got a call from the National Railway Museum. And they said, what did I say? Asked Gordon. They said I can keep Nico. That is why I am making Nico a resident of my railway until the end of time. Welcome to Sodor, Nico.
The engines whistled excitedly, and Gordon whistled loudest of all. Well, Cousin Gordon, said Nico, that means we can see each other all the time.
Yes, indeed, Cousin Nico, agreed Gordon.
Once the party was over, Gordon made his way back to the shed, happier than ever.
Yes, he said. Welcome to Sodor, little cousin.